Okay, we're going to show you how to put a Linux ISO on a USB thumb drive to where you can use the thumb drive to boot your computer to Linux. That way you can either play with it, run it in memory without having to mess with your hard drive, or you can load it to your hard drive from the thumb drive. Optical drives are getting to where they're going the way of the 8-track now, so thumb drives seem to be the way to go. Because the first thing you're going to want to do is find a Linux distribution to download. So we'll go to Google, do a search for DistroWatch. And it should be the first one that comes up in Google. So the first one, we'll click on DistroWatch. Okay, once DistroWatch is loaded, we'll go over here to the right side and scroll down. There's a listing of the top 100 Linux distributions. So we can go up here to the top and do the first one, which is Linux Mint. So we'll click on Mint. Once that loads, it'll give you a little bit of a description about it and some links. We'll go to Linux Mint's homepage, so we'll click this. Alright, once you get to Linux Mint's homepage, you have a few different options. There's Cinnamon, Mate, XFCE. We're going to do the Mate edition this time. Once that page loads, we'll scroll down. Some interesting reading. Now, whether your computer has 2 gigs of RAM or more, you can use the 64-bit. If you have 2 gigs or less, you'll probably want a 32-bit. Scroll on down. This is the download links for the 64-bit ISO. Scroll down to your country. I'm in the United States, so I'm going to click on James Madison University for the download link. It's going to ask you if you want to save the file or open it. We're going to click Save and click OK. Alright, now I have already downloaded this, so I'm not going to wait the 50-something minutes for it to download again. So I'm going to go ahead and stop that, exit it. Now the next thing we're going to need is a program to load the ISO onto the USB stick. This is the one I found that seems to work the best. I've tried a few others. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. This one works really good. It's called Rufus. So do a Google search. It's probably going to be the top one. Click it. Okay, once the page loads, I'm going to scroll down. This gives you a little bit of information on how it works, which I'm fixing to go over here in just a minute. Alright, we're going to do Rufus 2.10. It's only a 915 kilobyte program. It's very small, but it works really good. So we're going to click that. I'm going to click Save File. Okay, I've downloaded this before. So we're going to go to where you downloaded it to. With Firefox, it's pretty easy to find your downloads. Alright, so we've got, as you can see, I've downloaded it before. So I'm going to double click to execute Rufus. Okay, now you're going to want to stick your USB thumb drive in your computer. Alright, as you can see, I've got my thumb drive in now. Alright, so you want to have quick format checked, create a bootable disk using ISO image, create extended label and icon files. You want to come over here to this little disk to the right of create a bootable disk, left click it. This will bring you to your downloads. We want Linux Mint 18 Mate, which is what we downloaded. So double click it and click Start. Now This you want to write in ISO image mode. Click OK. This is telling you that anything that's on your thumb drive is going to be wiped off of it. So if you have files and pictures or whatever, anything on that thumb drive will be completely wiped off whenever it loads this Linux ISO on there. We'll click OK, and it's going to start writing it. Now you have up here at the top, it shows what your thumb drive was labeled as before, and here's the new volume label, so it's going to relabel it for you as to what you just put on it. Okay, it's finished. It took a few minutes. I'm going to edit the wait part out just so that the video is not quite as long. Now, once it's done and ready, if you click the start button again, it's just going to do the same thing you just did over again, reformat it, reload it. So you want to click close, and we can go ahead and close this. Now Rufus will work. Your system requirements is XP or later. So it doesn't matter if you've got XP, Vista, 7, 8.1, 10, doesn't matter if it's 32-bit, 64-bit. This will work on just about any computer you've got. If you've got Windows 98, it's probably not going to work, but anything else will. So now we can close this, eject our thumb drive, go ahead and pull it out. Alright, and now you've got a thumb drive with Linux Mint 18 Mate. You can use to load it onto a hard drive where you have it, or you can just run it from the USB thumb drive without affecting your hard drive. If you just boot from the thumb drive, it'll boot into a trial to where it doesn't load anything on your hard drive. So if you would, I'd appreciate the likes on the video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do some more videos on how to load different Linux distributions and how to tweak them and do some neat stuff with them. So again, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, please.